I think the reason why so many men choose to believe that women only want to be with men who are 6 foot, ripped, abs, is because inherently it means they don't have to do anything. If the reason why things aren't working out for them en masse is resting on women's moral failing, that we are all just superficial and vain and only want surface things, then they don't have to do anything, despite the fact that those claims fly in the face of so much evidence to the contrary. I think a really great example of this was when Ollie Murs put up those 2 photos, one which he termed himself was him with a dad bod, and then the second photo was a progress photo of him after months of working out, and he's incredibly ripped. And a poll went up asking which body women preferred, and by a landslide they said what he called the dad bod was the preference. And we see this over and over and over again, right? We see it out in the wider world, but we see it in messaging, in the media, written by women, created by women, the content we see online in terms of women's preferences. But of course, men don't trust women or believe women, even when it would benefit them, right, to pay attention. But the other side of that is that the commentary from women is that it's their personalities which are off-putting. It's their value system which is off-putting. It's their indifference to women's issues which is off-putting. Because then that would be their moral failing, or that would just be a failure in their personal development, right? So the default is very often for men, path of least resistance. How can I do the least? Again, even when it would benefit them, whether it's challenging patriarchal structures created by men which negatively impact men, or it's addressing misogyny or men's violence. Men are more likely to be the victim of men's violence, very different types of violence, and in terms of how they relate to their attackers versus how women relate to their attackers. They're usually known to us, usually people who are supposed to protect us and love us and care for us, whereas for men, it's usually a stranger. And here too, it would absolutely benefit them to hold up a mirror, look at their personality, look at their personal development, look at their maturity, look at their need for intervention like therapy, look at their upbringing, look at the systems and structures that they have benefited from and how they can contribute to dismantling them. But across the board, the response is always no response, because they want to choose the path of least resistance. And that is how you know who is sitting where in a power structure. If you see indifference, if you see inaction, if you see claims which fly in the face of stats, of overwhelming evidence, it is because the protection of their power is more important than whatever it is they're complaining about.